Hello everybody and welcome back to Red Devils TV. Now this is the next part of What Is Next, and today we're going to be talking about Marcus Rashford. Now Marcus Rashford is a player, as we know, who's been at Manchester United now for several years. He has come through the ranks, he's come through the youth setup, he's done so much for his career so far. Obviously he's not really won any major trophies, but right now he's doing all right for himself. And what is next for him? Because his contract is up in the summer, and United have currently two options. One, to give him that new contract. Well, actually no, they have three options. You have one, the first option is to give him the new contract, which he's demanding over £300,000, which would make him the most paid player at Manchester United now Ronaldo's left. Two, we could we could activate the 1 year extra in his contract to to obviously have another year with Marcus Rashford at Manchester United and then possibly offer him a new contract. Or three, cut all ties with Marcus Rashford and Manchester United. So we'll just go through them options. So the most realistic one that I think is that it's the first option, and United are going to offer Rashford a new contract. And I'll put the tweets up on screen about all the rumours about Marcus Rashford. And it just seems that to me that Marcus Rashford is too much of... he's wanted too much by Manchester United because of the brand of Marcus Rashford and of what he means to Manchester United. He won't be let go. He won't be like Ander Herrera. He won't be like, I don't know who else. Just players that let go on freeze, like Cavani last season, like Pogba, for example. Players who United actually want to keep and will do anything to keep him is what I mean by that. And I feel like Marcus Rashford is that exception where he could ask for a stupid amount of money and no doubt Manchester United would pay for him. And the reason why I think a lot of fans are at the moment are in the dark about Marcus Rashford is because of the Glazers situation, where obviously we're up for sale. We don't know who's going to be the new owners. And that's why the whole new contract situation with these current players is on a current halt. And for me, that's why... That's just why I think that this Rashford situation hasn't already been sorted out. No players have been offered a new contract yet, and it's all up in the air. Media are talking about how Erik ten Hag wants to. The media talk about how Erik ten Hag wants to assess every player before he offers him a new contract. They're talking about how it's just being postponed because nobody has the financial resources at the moment with the club. It's all up in the air. But for me, what is next for Marcus Rashford, the way I see it is that Marcus Rashford will be at Manchester United his entire career. Or maybe he will leave as he maybe reaches his prime when he reaches like 28 or something. But I can see Manchester United offering Marcus Rashford a new contract and keeping him at Manchester United. I don't think we're going to activate this 1 year extension and then Ten Hag's going to assess him to see if he offers a new contract, because it's quite obvious that Erik ten Hag really likes Marcus Rashford. He likes his drive, he likes him as a player, and he wants to keep him. That's very obvious to me. And I feel like that if we were to let him go on a free, that would just be completely idiotic. Now, obviously, it's going to have to happen soon, because obviously the January transfer window's up, and if the player does want to leave, he can then start talking to other clubs if they come in for him. And certain clubs will probably try and offer a transfer fee to try and get him early, and some will try and just talk him into the summer. Because if you think about it, if a Real Madrid or a PSG come to knocking on Marcus Rashford's door, they'll probably consider it, because they're gigantic, the gigantic teams in Europe, and if they want you, you're going to consider it. And it doesn't matter if you're at your childhood club or not. In my eyes, I mean, look at Ronaldo. Obviously his dream was to play for Real Madrid, but he was at Manchester United. He loved the club, but then Real Madrid came knocking on the door, and he left. And obviously Sir Alex kept him for an extra year before Ronaldo wanted to leave, but then eventually he couldn't keep him any longer. But for me, Marcus Rashford, I love him. I feel like he's a great player, but I think he's also replaceable. And that's just my opinion. I feel like Marcus Rashford is very replaceable, And if he's exciting with the development that he's having under Erik ten Hag. Obviously, it's only been short term with Erik ten Hag so far. And no doubt, if Erik ten Hag keeps coaching Marcus Rashford will turn into a much better player. But for me, I feel like if Marcus Rashford stays at this level as he currently is and doesn't fully develop, he is very replaceable. But the fact is as well is that Marcus Rashford is 24 now? He's 24 now, maybe 23. And he's starting to get to that age now where you need to start thinking, right, he's no longer a youth player. He's now he's now about to reach his prime. Can he be the next guy to take Manchester United to the next level? Can he be the main man? And for me, no. But I've noticed with Marcus Rashford that he can play centre forward, he can play on the left, he can also play on the right, but obviously that's not his preferred position. But what I love about Marcus Rashford is that if he's on a one-on-one situation between him and the goalkeeper, 9 times out of 10 he puts it away. And that's what Marcus Rashford is great at. Marcus Rashford is great at getting in behind, making them runs, drifting in from the left, and then going one-on-one with the keeper. That's what Marcus Rashford's good at. What Marcus Rashford isn't good at is the way he looks down, or he doesn't look before he makes a tackle or makes a jump, or he keeps his head down when he has a shot sometimes. Them little things is what them little things that simplify your game is what makes you a dangerous player or an average player. And I'm not saying Marcus Rashford is an average player at all. I think he's a very, very good player. But the fact is that he needs to expand his game. He's the same player as he was when he first came through the youth setup. Very dangerous, very skillful, but clumsy, we can say. And that's the way I think he still is now. And that's also down to United's lack of development over players over recent years. But we've got a proper coach now. Hopefully Marcus Rashford actually develops as a great player for Manchester United. And I just think that we're going to offer him a new contract. That's the way it's going to be. And he's going to be a future for Manchester United. He's going to be at Manchester United, and I feel like it'll be a 5-year contract. It'll be pretty much you're in your prime type contract, and it'll be one of his last major pro contracts, you can say, because if I'm trying to remember what age Marcus Rashford is, he's either 23 or 24. So in fact, if he got offered a 5-year contract, he'd be 28, 29 when that contract would be up. And if he then wanted to carry on being at Manchester United, then fair enough, but 5 years is a long time away. But I personally think Marcus Rashford will stay at Manchester United. He will be a major part of Erik ten Hag's era at Manchester United, and I can't wait to see what happens with Marcus Rashford. But anyway, thank you for watching today's video. I'm glad to be back. And yeah, please remember to like, subscribe, comment and share. Let's get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. I know Christmas is next week, but you know, I'm back now. Daily content is back. So please enjoy the video. Smash the like button, do whatever you have to do, support that channel, leave your comments down below on what you think is going to be happening next with Marcus Rashford. But yes, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.